to be taken for valid research. Please go to the slide of ontological belief. Previous? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So, I will discuss it in detail. What do you mean by ontological belief? So, as I earlier said, that there is a kind of theory, philosophy, or there is a kind of perspective. Okay. So, ontology said that what it is to understand the future things or understand the further things. To understand the units, you have to understand the existence of atoms. Atom collide, atom constitute, atom can multiple times make the things or matter. So to understand the ontology of anything is to understand the existence of anything. As the definition said, that ontology at its simplest is the study of existence. Ontology is also the study of how we determine if things exist or not. So there is a kind of dilemma, there is a kind of argument in between existence and non-existence. So there is a Purush and Prakriti. If I said an example, that there are many believers, many perceptors who said that the entity or the God is only male, no female. Okay, so how you texture or how you text those ontological belief or understand the things or understand what it is to justify the existence of female or justify the existence of women, gender. There is a social construct which define there is a male and female by work culture. Okay, by the structure, by the pattern. So if you want to understand what it is in terms of female, you have to extract those identities which prove that there is a female entity and which is different from male entity. Okay. So what could be the reason behind this? Whether it is biological, whether it is social. Okay, if you said about the gender, there is a use, disuse, misuse and abuse of your body. Okay, so there are certain pattern to understand this division of male and female. So what according to you, what your ontological belief to understand that pattern, that construct, that division? So, in terms of proving the existence of female, you identify the basic thing of recreation, reproduction, production. Okay, you identify those things, each and every entity, each and every unit in this environment existing, and you got the similar things from each and every entity, and you make together those units to identify or to make that ontological belief that it is the existence of female. Okay, so ontological belief to understand any topic, any entity, any relative terms is the basis to develop that belief, develop that thought, develop that perception, develop that practice. On the basis of that ontological belief or to develop that ontology, these things can be proceed. So it is very important for you research scholar to understand any belief or any base or a fundamental basic things behind any topic. If you are saying that there is a capitalism theory, the basis is exploitation theory. If there is a capitalism pattern of market capitalism um, form of economy, the basic things behind is, or the basic theory is exploitation. And this pattern of exploitation can be the basis for many things. It is not related only with the capitalism, even feminism, even child labor, all these things are revolving around or revolve on the axis of exploitation theory. Okay, so it is very important. Or if you are saying the exploitation theory, you have to understand the existence of Karl Marx. It is not new. If you say that I'm doing anything, I'm doing the I'm doing the paper on child labor and the exploitation of child labor, you are doing nothing new, because it already said or already proven by some other people, some other ignited minds, and Karl Marx is one of them. Okay, so he make the that mark on the stone that there is exploitation theory behind any profit motive things, any profit motive entities, any profit motive existence. So ontological belief is very important to understand. And if the things are going together, it cannot be proven together. In a very easy language, if I say, if you are singing two good songs together, you are singing no song. It can be understood as you no song could be understand. दो गाने, दो अच्छे गाने अगर आप एक साथ गा रहे हैं, तो इसका कोई भी मतलब नहीं रह जाता है कि वो दोनों गाने किसी को समझ में आ रहे होंगे। वो हो सकता है इंडिविजुअली अच्छे हो सकते हैं, ठीक है? लेकिन अगर आप उन दोनों ही बातों को एक साथ कह रहे हैं, तो उनका एक्जिस्टेंस नहीं रह जाएगा, क्योंकि वो लोगों को समझ में ही नहीं आएगा। तो अलग-अलग चीज़ें कहना ज़रूरी है, बजाए एक साथ सबको कहना, ठीक है? ये डिपेंड करता है कि आप कैसी किस बिलीफ पर आप बात कर रहे हैं। अगर आप एक्सप्लॉइटेशन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, तो फेमिनिज्म का एक एक्सप्लॉइटेशन है, एक कैपिटलिज्म का एक्सप्लॉइटेशन है, एक चाइल्ड लेबर का एक्सप्लॉइटेशन है। क्यों ये 3 बातें अलग-अलग हो जाती हैं, जबकि इसकी बेसिस आपकी एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ही है, लेकिन क्योंकि एंटिटीज़ यहाँ अलग-अलग है, एज बार अलग-अलग है, सोशल कंस्ट्रक्ट अलग-अलग है, पैटर्न अलग-अलग है, इसलिए उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग, उसकी डेफिनेशन, उसकी बिलीफ अलग हो जाती है। तो आप सही कैसे हैं? आपकी ओंटोलॉजी सेम होने के बावजूद भी आप अलग कैसे हैं और सही कैसे हैं? That will be the reason behind your understanding, your practice, your frequency. Okay, next slide, please. Epistemology. Okay, the next part is to understand how you would understand this ontological belief and how you prove that. Okay, I think there is somewhere I wrote subjective objectivity. What do you mean by subjective objectivity? This is the major part of understanding the epistemological belief, because you are in the process of knowing knowledge. You are in the process of knowing knowledge. Knowledge means the things which are existing, but you have to redefine it according to your understanding. You have to understand the things which are existing, and you have to understand the proposed theory that this happened. You have to testify, you have to check many times, and then you get the things that you proven it as knowledge. As I say that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. All these are the results. These are different results, and these are true and truth. These are truth. For some instance, it is true and truth for the existence, that if there are many philosophical beliefs that there are ignorance of if you understand the knowledge on the basis of ignorance, if you understand the knowledge on the basis of doubt, if you understand the knowledge on the basis of proved things, if you understand the knowledge on the basis of feeling the things. As I say that there is a air, but a layman say that there is a air, and I am smelling or inhaling, exhaling that part. Or breathing is the only example for them. but a layman cannot understand these things scientifically. A scientific experiment proved by an student, a scientific person, is a different thing. That is the epistemological process to understand that ontology. But a layman could not understand those things. Okay, layman only say that there is a air, but he has no any such kind of scientific background to give that epistemological segment, okay, to other persons. So it is very important to understand the theory of knowledge, to justify your opinion, justify your belief on the basis of that ontology, valid methods, scope, many things. It includes many things. So there are three main examples or condition of epistemology: truth, belief, and justification. It can be if you are believing in something, okay, and you are you, according to you it is true, because what do you mean by belief? That if I say there is a kind of practice, there is a kind of practice in our society that sugar and salt cannot be eaten together, okay, cannot be eaten together. There is a belief that it is not okay to give a same time salty tooth and sweet tooth. It is not okay. So you have to justify it scientifically. You have to justify it scientifically that this practice is truth. This practice is truth, and it depends according to your understanding, according to your topic. If I would say about a research scholar, it would scientifically proven according to your topic, your synopsis, your understanding, what you are saying. If you are preparing any kind of medicine, if you are preparing any kind of injection, if you are preparing any kind of medicine against any ailment, then you have these three process, because these three process only based that what do you understand about your identification, what is the theory of knowledge behind your topic. Okay, so truth occurs when false proposition cannot be discerned. A lie cannot be truth because it is not factual and false. Because actually, the things or scientific things can be proven on the basis of facts, the proven things, proven identifications, data, and the visible things. You can say the tangible things. Okay, and it cannot be perishable. It hundred and thousand times it can prove the similar things. It shows the similar results. It includes subjective objectivity. What do you mean by subjective objectivity? Many times the paper shows the general perception. Okay, why it is important to understand the particular perception? As I earlier said about an example, that there is a labor exploitation. There is a female labor exploitation. There is a child labor exploitation. It means you are talking about a subject, labor exploitation, but you are not talking about the objective of that labor exploitation, that there is a female labor exploitation. So there could be a kind of subjective objectivity in knowing the knowledge. Okay, there are 10 women, there are 10 people, there are 10 children. What are they saying? They all are saying about exploitation. This is subjective thing. But there is a kind of integration, there is a kind of disintegration, there is a kind of agreement, there is a kind of disagreement, there is a kind of use, there is a kind of misuse, disuse, refuse of that particular action, that it does not exist, that it does exist. So this is the understanding of subjective objectivity and understanding the process of knowledge. So if you are saying anything in kind of general way, as it is very simple, if you understand that you are giving the subjective answer and you are giving the objective answer, what is the difference? The objective answer is more penetrating towards the question. Okay, while the subjective part a long history of um, long history related with answer of that particular question. Okay, if I say the king was rich, the dynasty was very flourished, there are many things, many activities, many features which are saying the king was rich, the dynasty was flourished. But what are the objectivity? That the temples were great, the trade was flourished. These are the objective things, but the objective things or the objectivity are different for different people. It depends on the people. If we are talking with the traders, they said that the trade was very good, but maybe the maybe the agriculture people, maybe they say that the trade was not good because the trade was of which commodity was going to take place. Okay, so the trade was of James and jewelry. It was not related with the agriculture product. Okay, so it is related with a certain community. It is related with a certain part of or segment of the society. So it is very different when you are talking about the subjective knowledge. You are talking about the objective knowledge. And whether you are talking about the subjective knowledge, it is truth, or related with the justification and on the belief, it all related with your topic only. Whether your topic is exploratory, then you are doing new things, it will be subjective. You definitely, it will be subjective. If the things are already existed, already discovered, and you are reinventing things from those existing part of issues, and you are talking about the new identities, and you are talking about the new entities, or uh, people, persons, or a group of people or persons, it will be objective. Okay, the things are existing, but the perception is different for different. So there is ontology, but the epistemology can be understand in different framework. Okay, it can be in the framework of industry, it can be in the framework of environment, it can be in the framework of forest only. So it depends which identity you are introducing in your paper, and give those issues or addressing those issues in your paper. Okay. So epistemology asks questions like what is knowledge? Okay. So when you are writing your research question, it is very important that your research question is asking for the knowledge or not. Okay, so people are saying that my objectives are to identify this, to assess this, to analyze this, but the basic things that you are understanding that theory, you are understanding the part of knowledge in that question. How is knowledge acquired? The next part is how knowledge is acquired. What is the process? What is the methodology? What methodology did you take, yeah, or did you propose in your paper to know the part of knowledge, to know the segment of that existence or established knowledge? What do people know? What the established things about that knowledge? All these surrounded to understand the subjective objectivity related with that paper. So, what are the necessary and sufficient conditions of knowledge? As we all know that there are certain assumptions to prove that knowledge, because in the free environment, no knowledge could be exist. Okay, so there are certain conditions, sufficient conditions, and necessary conditions to prove those things, to prove that knowledge, to understand that knowledge. So there is a kind of a writer, there is a kind of barrier, there is a kind of assumption. Okay, for example, there is in economics there is the law of demand. Law of demand says that there is a decreasing prices with the increasing demand, and increasing prices, decreasing demand, and mm, uh, along with this, other things remaining constant. This other things remaining constant said that there are certain things which should be, which must be remain constant during this law floats. Okay, when this law is floating, there must be, ought to be, that some things are close to be constant, close to be no change. There will be no change. That the prices of other goods, the taste and preferences, the climate, and the market things, and the future market, no predictions. All these things are saying that then only the law of demand exists. Okay, so you understand the knowledge, you understand the law of demand in this certain necessary and sufficient condition. So what is the structure and what are its limits? It is very important, because any knowledge cannot be exist, because they are interrelated, na? They are interrelated. So there is a limit of one knowledge, then the another knowledge begins. There is a monism, then there is a pluralism. There is a masculine, then there is a feminine. So this is the structure, that one thing exists, then other things start. One thing can be curtailed, then you start the new one. What makes justified belief justified? So you have to proven many times the things which are established according to your perception, according to your belief, your practices, and by acquiring your process of knowledge. So how we are do understand the concept of anything? It is concept of dot dot dot, that concept of anything, any belief, any practices, any knowledge you are doing, any methods. What are the scopes, distinctions about your opinions? So there are certain things behind this process. Okay, next slide. So branches of epistemology, to understand the ontology, as I earlier said, that there are agnotology and alethology. So the study of ignorance or doubt. If you are searching any kind of paper, and there is certain propositions, there is a certain perspective, there is certain theory, then you understand that process of knowledge, or that nature of reality, or knowing that knowledge by ignorance or doubt. You raise the questions. Okay, and this is the ancient form of understanding anything, to knowing anything. If you know nothing, or you have uh, many doubts at every steps, आपको शक है, ठीक है, आप शक के द्वारा इल्हाम करते हैं, शक के द्वारा चीजों को समझ रहे हैं. एंड एलिथोलॉजी, द स्टडी ऑफ द नेचर ऑफ ट्रूथ, established knowledge, जिसको किसी ने कह दिया है कि ये सच है, 2 + 2 = 4, then you testify many times that is it the truth? Okay, so many times if you are testing anything, it could be the changes in the perspective. It could be change in the paradigm. Nature of truth can be understood in terms of paradigm. If the things are existing in this scenario, it is very much possible that the similar things cannot be existing after 10 years. There would be some kind of paradigm shift. as as there is a basket of goods, you put 20 years earlier that there is a food, there is a cereals, there is a bread, there is a butter and many things, but you didn't put mobile phones, cell phones. But now you are putting mobile phones or cell phones at the earliest format in the basket of goods, because this is the paradigm shift. Mobile phones, cell phones, or digital life is the most important part of your basket of goods. So it depends on the paradigm shift. What is the reality and what is the nature of truth? Formal epistemology, subdiscipline of epistemology that uses formal methods from logic, probability theory, and computability theory to elucidate traditional epistemic problems. So if the existing things, you are changing the existing pattern, you are understanding the existing pattern, there are certain econometric tools also आप उसकी बार बार गणना करते हैं, बार बार उसमें विभेद करते हैं, बार बार उसमें डिस्क्रिमिनेट करते हैं, लॉजिक्स लगाते हैं. There are different formal methods to understand those theories also. So this is the traditional pattern to understand the branch of epistemology, to know the ontological belief. Okay, next. Okay, that's all. So these are the things. These are the things to understand any kind of literature, or these are the things to classify or categorize the literature in terms of ontological belief and in terms of epistemological study of anything or any knowledge that is existing in the society or in your this planetary or celestial body. So next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. What are the primary sources, secondary sources, chronological reviews, and selected reviews? It all depends upon your research paper or your synopsis or your all over the research you are gone through. If you are doing primary sources, sometimes students ask to me, ma'am, क्या topic select करें? What topic I select for my research? There is a process. Okay, whether you are going for primary sources, whether you are going for secondary sources, chronological reviews, selected reviews. But the basic thing is, for example, if I say that if I ask my student on what topic do you want to go for the research, she said that for on education. Education means what? What do you mean by education? Education में क्या? Whether it is primary, secondary, higher, then she said that primary education. In primary education, what do you want to understand? What are the issues? What are the challenges? First, go through those things. Then you get whether there is a kind of loop or whether there is a kind of lack in the literature. Then there is a certain kind of things. If you are talking about the primary education for what issues? That they are that she said that girls are enrolled lesser in the schools. Why this issue arise? So what is the basis behind the primary education and barrier behind taking that pattern of education by the feminine society? Okay, there is a new branch. So they ask that the basic reason behind the non-existence of girl toilet. So the basic things that you are talking about, the existence of toilet in the primary schools. So it is very important to understand the basis of your research. Okay, understand the basis of whole scenario in your research. It is primary kind of research, it is a secondary kind of research. If you are asking that there is an inflationary trend, then you have number of secondary data. You test them, analyze them, and you forecast them. It is very easy to forecast them. Okay, there are but in the primary kind of things, is a dilemma of situation that some girls are agree with the existence of toilets, but some girls are not agree. They are okay with whatever the hurdles, but I will be in the school. Or if you are reviewing your literature, it could be on chronological reviews. For example, in this pandemic situation, the chronology start with today. Okay, 2020 is the chronology for any researcher that is going for the coronavirus research or some kind of any ailment related with. So the existence self define the chronology of your literature review. Okay, or whether it is selected review if you are doing on anything related with the forest only, related with the sea only. So there would be a selected kind of review. Okay, next slide. Okay, many students ask me, ma'am, what are the authentic sources. I believe that university, if you are related with any affiliated institutions or university itself give you many kind of sources, many kind of easygoing sources to get those authentic literature. Other than that, bookfight.com, libgen iosis, these are the authentic sources that give you PDF format for the complete book and complete papers. Okay, so please go through the books first and then the existing papers to know the updation in your paper and the existence or established knowledge related with your paper. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. That's all. Mm, I believe that you get something from my side, at
Uh,
least.
well, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And in the next session, we will make a interaction with those researchers, ma'am. So if they have any kind of queries regarding for to
Okay.
make
Okay.
valid
Okay.
research, we will make a discussion with them, ma'am.
Okay,
And
Karthik, do ask the candidates or the participants that they have any kind of query. Please send in the chat box. Okay, so
yeah,
it takes
definitely.
less time, and I address those questions combinedly if they are similar in any manner.
Yeah, ma'am, definitely.
Okay,
The session was being started sharply at 3:30, ma'am.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Participants kindly attend for the final session of today training program. We will have a interaction with uh, today our speaker, and she clarify the doubts which you are facing in your regular research kind of things. So kindly attend for that session and make it more valid. Thank you so much for encouraging us. Thank you.